Hi, and welcome to E3 Strength. My name is Earl, and in honor of the 87th Masters, we wanted to show you two moves that you can do to give you the increased mobility and power that you're seeing in the players that you're watching this weekend. No matter if you're a golfer, a baseball player, or just someone looking to add a new core move to their own fitness routine, these moves are for you. The first is going to require a piece of equipment, while the second can be done in most gyms. That specific piece of equipment is called the Cook Band and is named after its creator, Dre Cook, who's a physical therapist and the founder of FMS. It's ideally used for assistance in exercise, specifically functional movements and corrective exercise. The best part about it, and the reason that we want to share it with you today, is it can fit in your golf bag because it's a great warm-up before you go out there and play 18. So here we have our brand new band. Right out of the box, it's a little funny looking, so let's go over to our rack system behind us and take a look at how you would hook this up and use it in your own home or on the course. So let's go ahead and show you how you're gonna set up your Cook Band. All you need is a stable surface to connect this thing to. The straps are pretty huge, so you can kind of loop it upon itself. If you have carabiners, that works as well. All the different straps and pads are useful for different exercises. This is a great piece of equipment, but for today's purpose, we're just showing you the simple rotation. When you cinch this thing up to where it won't move, be sure to try to line it up with the bottom of your rib cage. So for me, that's right about here. Cinch it up, and now it's gonna hang there, nothing else to do. The easiest way to remember to put this thing on to get set up is to put it on like a backpack in reverse. Now, if you're left-handed, start on your left side. If you're right-handed, start on your right side. No matter what you do both directions, because that is one of the most important things you can do to train your body to break itself in the swing. Everybody wants to train for power. People forget you need brake muscles, because when you don't have brake muscles, that's when the real injuries, especially in the lumbar, occur. So once you're there, you've got these nice little pads. They prevent the band from digging in too much, so all you're gonna do is rotate away from these pads until you wind yourself up in the Cook Band. Once the smallest pad here that you see is on the inside of my rib cage, I've gone far enough. From this position, I'm gonna keep my hands square so I have no extra momentum, and I'm gonna let this thing improve my thoracic mobility. Well, how's that gonna happen? Just let go. When you do, and you let your body be limp, it will literally spin you away. Now, my backswing has never been this awesome. It normally can't get anywhere close to that. But with the Cook Band, it's pulling me and rotating me in the perfect line of force that I would want to have for my swing. But you'll notice we're not moving in a swing plane. We're just working from the rib cage up so that the vertebrae can rotate the way they normally do. The more that you practice that, the more your mobility will improve. The second thing that's going to happen, as you rotate through, tighten your core as you come back around. That's going to prevent your lower back from having any shear force. The second thing that happens, the more that you do that tension here in the core, the more that you're going to start transferring power from here to here. Because when you connect with the ball, as you rotate through, you're going to generate force. The more that you can transfer from here to your hips without putting shear force in your abdomen, the farther the ball should go. And that's what most people are looking to do. So improve mobility and improve power from one simple exercise. If you want to improve mobility, rotate, bring it back to neutral, and just work on opening and going back farther each time. If you're looking to work on power, you can come from neutral to follow through, and that'll work on the power specifically in the hips. And if you want to bring it all together, obviously a full big rotation, 180 to 270 degrees of range of motion, and don't forget, tighten your core as you rotate through to improve that transfer of power from a mobile area to another mobile area through something that should maintain tension and transfer power. So if you don't want to commit to buying a new piece of equipment for your bag or for home, but you happen to work out at a gym, this next one's for you. So over here we have a cable cross. You're going to find this in most gyms. Our cable is already set to the height of my rib cage. This is going to be very similar to what you just saw with the Cook Band. And if you didn't see the Cook Band and you're looking at just this part of the video, well then set your cable there. The next thing you probably would want to do is get a rope. Now you could do this without a stability ball, but it puts a lot of torque on the spine. having something bridging the gap between the rope and you, like a stability ball, actually is going to aid in preventing any undue torque. So once you have a stability ball, you're going to pin that to your body and then wrap your rope around. Step away from your resistance like this. And just like with our cook band, if you let your body go and release that tension, it's going to pull you away and it's going to open up your swing. But most importantly, when you rotate away, you're going to generate power. And that power is going to transfer from the thoracic spine down into the hips. But with this one, you're going to have less ability to create the bridge of transfer between your thoracic and your midsection. The nice part, with a cable, you can also go heavier or lighter than a band and adjust as needed. The reason you can't bridge the gap, with that ball here around your midsection, you're less able to tense your core than you can with a cook band. Both of which are beneficial. This being a little bit heavier, you can create more power and strength at the hips. With the cook band, you get more thoracic mobility and you have the potential to create the brake muscles in the core that'll help you long term. Both are applicable, both are helpful, and if you're doing a routine that is going to be functional and help you with golf, you should include both. So if you're anything like me, you might want to test some of these exercises out before buying a piece of equipment. Well, if that's the case and you did the stability ball exercise, you need to promote a little extra mobility since it is the lesser mobilizing of the two exercises. So if you're in a gym and you finish with your workout, you need to find one of two things: a yoga block or a small foam roller. So for today, we're going to use the small foam roller. Either one works. All you need to do is get into a half kneeling position and pin this to the wall. Once there, line up your inside hand, the hand closest to the wall, at shoulder height against the wall. Your other hand's going to come alongside and then you're going to rotate away. Now naturally, once you get to a stopping point, you're going to lose your roller. So if you're pinning it to the wall, you're going to get true thoracic mobility. And if you do multiple rotations, you're going to find that that mobility increases every rotation. My recommendation to you, do 10 and hold the 10th one. So if we're doing a couple of these, you can see I stop right about here. Again, bad thoracic mobility. I lift much more than I play golf. But the second one's a little bit better. The third, even better. It's not easy. It's pretty painful to get to this range of motion, but it's necessary. The last thing, aside from pinning this thing to the wall, that you really want to harp on and stay focused on is making sure your head follows your hand. If these 7 vertebrae in your neck are not rotating with the 12 vertebrae beneath it, then you're probably not going to get the right range of motion that you need. So be sure that your eyes follow your hand, and then on your 10th one, hold for roughly 20 seconds so that some of the increased mobility will last throughout the day and into the next. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a share. And for more information, visit us at e3strength.com. You can find us on most social media platforms at E3Strength. You can find me at Earl Arrett. And until the next time, have a great day.